It is not acceptable as a grown adult to crap your pants.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Nick.
Hello, Nick.
Do I sound hungover?
Now you do.
Oh, my God.
So you were drunk when you got here, but now you're started in the hangover process?
I don't think I was drunk anymore. I think I was just very tired and hungover, and I fell, and it's just a cavalcade of
I learned
emotions.
that if you wake up during the wrong part of your sleep cycle, it's like you get hit with a ton of bricks. So you're supposed to wake up at a certain point of your sleep cycle where it's like you feel refreshed. I'm sleep-splaining, I am.
Yeah.
But it's the truth.
Yeah.
So did you get hit with a ton of bricks? Did you?
Oh, yeah. Well,
were you in REM sleep?
I somehow managed to leave a wake. Do you guys still leave wake-up calls at the front desk when you stay in a hotel?
No, because I get mad at them when they call. Like, who the fuck is calling me right now? How dare you?
Oh, you forgot you left it?
Yeah, I don't want it. Don't call me.
I was kind of like, the phone rang, and I'm like, what the fuck is... I had no clue what was... I didn't know where I was because I was drunk and in a strange place. Like, what the fuck? Is the phone ring? I don't own a phone.
What year is this?
Yeah, and then I pick it up, and it's the robotic voice. This is the wake-up call you get. I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to go to work.
Not even a person.
Yeah, not even a person. I'm like, fuck. So anyway, who's got something to talk about?
I mean, I don't think we're allowed to talk about what we all want to talk about.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Well, what if we don't call it that?
Is anyone else's Zoom room completely frozen?
No, just yours.
Just yours.
Just yours. I think that's a restart there.
Oh, and I froze in a terrible way.
Oh.
I'll be
Quick,
back.
take a screenshot and draw things on her face.
Yes,
Fuck
and
off,
put a caption,
scary.
a balloon of what she's saying.
So anyway, the what I will sum up what we wanted to talk about with is don't gamble on a fart after you've been out drinking all night.
Right.
Period.
That's as clean as we could put it.
That's kind of where it started, but then it turned to how many times a year are we allowed to do that?
None.
See, that actually is kind of
Did you
interesting.
say start or shark?
Okay.
So, okay, Gandhi posed the question. Danielle.
Yeah.
How many times a year, as an adult, is it permissible to shit your pants?
Less than one.
Okay. So I have these two friends. Shout out to Carrie and Taylor.
Thank you.
And we were having this conversation, and I said I kind of thought, as an adult, the amount of times it was acceptable to do that is potentially once a decade.
Yeah.
They said no, 3 times a year.
No.
What? Thank you.
No.
Do they have loose colons? Like
Once a
no,
decade is a
good.
stretch.
I understand if you have a medical condition.
Yeah, like a stomach flu or whatever.
Like,
yeah, sure.
There's a couple of other things,
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
Or if you go to a restaurant and you eat something and it's like food poisoning, or something doesn't agree with you, it can happen.
It
But
happens.
3 times a year is a lot.
That's a lot.
I think that's a lot of times. They swore that it is absolutely acceptable. 3 times a year is okay.
No, it's not.
And I'm telling you,
Knock
Scary
on
met
wood.
them.
That
These
doesn't
two are
happen.
like hot chicks, super hot, just out there crapping themselves.
Dude,
apparently.
Wow.
Scary.
They're the least likely to crap in my mind.
If
No,
you
they're
found out that a super hot chick shit herself,
Okay.
does that
Set a
seem-
timer. We
I'm
have like
glad
30
Nate-
seconds
I'm
left
glad
on this
Nate said
topic.
we can't
Does
talk
her-
about this
wait,
topic.
Does her hotness decline?
The
or
stock
are you
does
still
not.
good?
The stock
Is he
does not
standing
go
behind her in
Yes, it
front of her?
does.
All right, everybody. Stock does not go down.
Of course it does.
Oh, God, Scary.
What if it happens during sex?
So Scary,
Oh,
Scary, you're in a swimming pool with a hot girl.
Yeah.
Can we not? This
Are we
is where
done?
we're at. We always talk about it, and then we're like, don't cross the line. We're just going to be
We're
normal about
done.
it and not
No,
cross the
here,
line.
well, we can't. I'll tell you this: we can't be done with the podcast because I don't know if anybody saw it. I know Scotty B responded yesterday. There is somebody who's listening to the podcast. His name is Justin. He has a spreadsheet of how many minutes we've done
Yeah,
every day.
we
What a
saw
narc.
that.
Oh no!
Okay, so,
Shut.
okay, I challenge. What's his person's name? Justin.
Justin, yeah.
I challenge this Justin, if he's got such a long spreadsheet of all the times we've been doing the podcast,
Yep.
to actually add up all the time we've done the podcast for all the dates.
Yeah, 'cause we
and
go
you will
over.
see that the times that we went over the 15 minutes far outweigh the times we went
No,
under
no,
15
no,
minutes.
no,
that's
I
not-
wouldn't do that,
no.
Scare.
Don't say that, Scary.
Bad way. Don't average it out.
Yeah.
You're frozen
I think,
again,
I think
Jenny.
it will come out to
Reporting for
about
duty.
Scary. If we
Generalize.
add 4 minutes a week, we cut back 20. Like you're doing the math wrong.
Well,
I
okay, I'll
pushed
say
the
this.
show-
Most of them are on time, except for January 27th. We did a 4-minute and 15-second podcast.
Okay, but Froggy, how many times did we do like 18, 19, 23-minute podcasts?
Very rare. Scary.
There are some
not as
17s
often
and
as you think.
18s on here. There are.
Okay, those add up too, you know.
Yeah, but you remember school, if you got a zero is terrible. It can bring down your entire average. Even if you get a bunch of A's, you get 1 0, it will fuck you up. We have tossed in a couple zeros a few times.
We've tossed in more zeros than anything else.
Yeah, when somebody says something that you can't air and then we don't post a podcast.
But okay, can we go back to this Justin fellow? Why is he narking on us?
No, I agree.
I know, snitch.
Seriously.
Snitches up in ditches, Justin.
Justin, we appreciate that you're a fan.
It's
but
a compliment.
Narco.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's nice. It's nice that he's a fan. I like that part, but I just don't like the
Maybe what we should do is change the name from the 15-minute morning show to the after show podcast, and then you can't hold us
do you
accountable
know
for
the
anything.
origin of the 15-minute morning show?
Sorry.
Take your insulin.
Or to the How Long We Feel Like Talking Today podcast.
Yeah,
That really should be. So
you're done when you're finished.
The originally when we put it together, it was well, if we say it's 15 minutes, we know we won't go over that, right? Because the initial thought was we will just keep talking.
Oh, that was
How
the
wrong
initial
were
thought?
we
were
with
there.
that?
Elvis just joined.
Podcast on?
Yeah.
We have a listener now who actually has a spreadsheet of the length of times for our last podcasts, and we are grossly under. What do you? That's Justin. His name is Justin. Justin, get a life.
Poor Justin.
He keeps track. We love you, Justin. Thanks for caring.
Yeah.
Hey, so what are we doing on the podcast?
Well, we had a quick interlude of crapping ourselves.
How many? Ask
I'm
Elvis.
going to ask Elvis.
Okay.
Elvis, you're dating a guy, and he's super hot. So hot. But you find out he shit himself. Does his hotness go down on your...
No, it didn't, because that really happened.
Oh. See? What?
No, when I first started
I told you to keep that between you and I.
Stop. When I first started dating Alex, I took him to Santa Fe. He was not ready for the hot, spicy food.
Yeah.
And he crapped himself.
He gambled on a fart and lost.
Yeah, he did. So he said, I'm going to go take a shower. I went, why? It's like noon. Why are you taking another shower? He's like, I just feel dirty. So he snuck out and took a shower.
Oh, wow.
He crapped himself.
Now, how many? The actual question that started the podcast was, how many times a year is it acceptable for the average adult to crap themselves a little bit or a lot?
Oh, answer that question, because you do it, Nate.
Wait a minute. Can I just clarify?
almost did today.
I almost
I
crapped
go with
myself.
0. It is not acceptable as a
Zero.
grown adult to crap your pants.
I bet you Diamond would say something different.
I think more people do it a year than we think about, because my two friends said their answer was 3 times a year. I thought maybe once a decade if a stomach flu was involved. They said no, 3 times a year. It's definitely.
that
So
Diamond-
like sharding, does that count?
Yeah, for sure.
Diamond
I
was
don't
just in
count
the
it.
bathroom for like
Diamond,
2 hours.
How many times do you poo yourself per year?
Per
on
year.
average?
I don't poop myself.
Oh.
I plan accordingly.
Do you think it's acceptable to poop yourself more than once
Plans
a year?
accordingly.
I don't think it's okay. I really don't. I think that you know when something is a little fishy.
Not always. Sometimes,
sometimes.
Sam shit herself this week.
Yeah, but Sam was inebriated. She was inebriated. That doesn't count.
How many times per year?
Right,
though?
it's
Still
still
counts.
Yeah, it counts.
counts.
How many times per year is it acceptable to poo yourself?
Oh, you've got to average out once every few years. We're
There
not
you
going
go.
yearly
Okay.
on this.
See?
0.25.
I've only done it once ever. I was really sick
All right.
2 years ago.
Well, if that's the case, I'm done for the year then.
Yeah.
Scotty got an atomic
Did you meet your
wedgie
quota?
yesterday.
I hit the quota. I hit it in like February, so I'm done now.
What?
So yesterday, somebody, I won't say who, gave Scotty an atomic wedgie.
Wedgies don't make you poop your pants.
No, they don't.
Who
But
gave you a wedgie?
Who gave you a wedgie?
You did.
Look at Elvis. Who was that? I'll kill them. Oh, it was me.
Oh, me.
I gave my
last
boyfriend a wedgie once, and he goes, "God, why did you do that? Now I have to go take a shower." I don't even know what that means or why he had to go take a shower, but he said he had to go take a shower.
Maybe change your
Something
underwear,
going
but not
on
at the
now.
shower.
It gets up there.
I gotta go home.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah. There's one on my couch.
It's okay.
I last pooed myself in 2016.
Oh, you recall?
Gambled on a fart.
Oh yeah, that's why today you went to the bathroom because you didn't
Yeah, I
want
didn't
to
wanna
gamble.
go.
How
Can
do
you
you
use all
remember
the
it?
new sports apps to gamble on a fart?
I don't think that's on DraftKings.
Sports bet or whatever. DraftKings.
How do you remember the
DraftKings.
year you last crapped your pants? How do you know?
DraftKings.
It was the year before I met Heather.
Oh, okay.
And I
Did you
was.
just say Wendy?
I almost did. I'm a little
Wendy?
drunk. No.
Who was Wendy?
Before I met Heather, and I was on a date with a girl, and we went to breakfast.
Did she work
and
here?
No.
And now she's dead.
Went to breakfast, and I wanted to go to the bathroom in the restaurant, but it was right next to the table. And it was one of those bathrooms that's like literally just the toilet, and it was
No.
like right next to the table.
That's
so I'm like,
so horrible.
I
That should
can't.
never
She's gonna
happen.
hear everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, we'll just end the date. I give her a hug outside. She walks one way. I finally am able to let a fart out. And boy, did I lose big time.
Oh.
Just.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Then you met your wife.
Then I met my wife. I haven't crapped myself since.
I need a woman that I can make poop noises around and she won't judge me.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. You didn't crap yourself recently when you were ill?
Did I?
Because you were asking me if Brandon crapped himself over something because you were like, yeah, it made me crap myself. And I can't remember what it was.
Well, no, when Scotty and I had the food poisoning, I almost pooped myself.
Almost. Yeah.
That's when I did.
Yeah, Scotty.
You know,
How did
and
we
that's
end up back on this again? I thought we moved on from this.
We had to reset.
Yeah,
that's where I learned never trust a fart because that's what I thought it was.
Wow.
And it was not.
Nate,
We were sick.
Nate, you did such a great job of cleaning it up and moving it away from this topic, and somehow we circled the drain.
You have to clean it up and move it away.
It wasn't in a drain. I was in the bed.
It's a mess.
I think I've
terrible.
only lost one pair of underwear over my entire life. So.
When you were a baby, you probably lost lots of underwear.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
That's expected.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
Remember when your kid, it says, parents understand this, so your kid has a major blowout?
Oh, my God.
You just take the kid like
just
this.
throw it away.
Right? You get under the armpits, you put them underneath the faucet or in the bathtub, and you don't even try.
Really?
You just turn it on and here you go.
Scary. If one of your cousins sharded themselves, would you break up with them?
So, like, when a blowout is so bad, doesn't it come out the back?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Everywhere.
Oh, yeah, from the kids?
Yeah.
Up the
Oh,
back.
up the diaper, up the
the
back.
back.
Oh, yeah,
a
it's
mess.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And then they wipe it on the wall.
I don't miss that.
This is like less incentive to want a child. Have
no,
to clean
the-
shit off of their
the
back.
positive still outweighs the negative.
I don't know.
Oh man, I got.
No, it's when you got to clean the
Sometimes.
spokes of the crib.
It's close. It's
And-
close.
The spokes of the crib, that never happened.
Oh yeah, because they
Oh, no,
turn
that-
around and then they
Thank
wipe
gosh
it on the
that never happened.
they
in
wipe
my
it on the
house.
wall.
Do you know what my mom said I used to do? You said this is so disgusting. She said she walked in once when I was a baby, and they were brown on the walls. She goes, "What did you do?" I apparently stuck my hand in my diaper and smeared it all.
Yeah, I
over
just
the
said that they
walls.
wipe it on the wall.
Monkey.
Oh, you're like finger painting?
I was finger painting. My mother's like, "What the?"
Okay.
You know when
We
you're
are at the grossest level of this podcast we've ever been at.
Hey, oh, look at this.
What?
The perfect text has arrived.
What?
So this person just writes, and this is area code 203. You guys just wing it at times, and it's okay. I love it when you go off schedule and play songs. They're talking about the Big Show. It makes my day when you play the songs of yesterday. As far as the 15-minute morning show goes, if it's 10 minutes, so what? It's like you guys said. It's a bonus. I'd rather have 9 minutes and 3 seconds than nothing at all. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't change. Listening daily from the antenna the size of a finger, as Elvis says, on the top of the Empire State Building to my clock radio in Shelton, Connecticut. Your Z100 fan, Ray Gaylord. Have a great day. My wife, kids, and I love you all. Thank you, Ray Gaylord, for appreciating.
yes, let's hear it for
minutes of the 15
major props for Gay Ray Lord. Yes,
right. So where are we at, Froggy?
No,
Because Justin.
That's not what the people in the Facebook fan group say. They want 15 minutes.
I think it's you at the end of the day. You're very all about
You don't
this.
always
I'm
get
just-
what you want.
By the way, I would like to point
And
out
by
that
the way,
the average Brooklyn Boys
The
episode is
same
like an
way
hour and a
that
half.
there's
Enjoy yourselves.
listeners in this page you're talking about. There are listeners on text that say the opposite,
Look,
so it all evens itself out.
I'm just
And
giving.
by the
I'm
way,
just giving
Scary's
them-
not yelling at you. That's how he speaks.
I'm just
Oh,
giving
I'm louder
them.
for Brooklyn. Why? People think I'm yelling at them?
Scotty's trying to say something.
Yes, Scott.
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
I'm just giving them a voice because they don't have one. So I'm being their voice mouthpiece.
Scotty's
whatever.
afraid of the Facebook people.
No, I'm not afraid of them. I'm just trying to help
You know,
them
we
out.
gave you the opportunity yesterday to fill out the 15 minutes, and you failed.
If you think about it, Facebook is faceless because they're not in front of you.
I get it, but then
Like
we
the
should-
texters?
I think what we're saying is that we should just not promise 15 minutes. Maybe we should just call it the after show morning show podcast.
Well,
Okay,
what is,
the
what is-
sideshow. How
What
about
is
that?
Justin going to write down on his log,
The
Froggy?
freak show.
What's he going to write down today?
Well, if we talk for another minute, we will make Justin happy, and he'll get his
Can I
15
show you
the
minutes.
guy
then?
that did all the times? That's the guy that did all the times?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Wait, this is Scary hates when I do this, but sometimes my computer freezes, as it has a couple times today, and this is how it just froze on Scary.
Where? Let me see.
Screenshot that.
How is
You're
it?
watching this.
That is awesome.
Okay, give that to
That's great.
Deanna. So from now on, when the podcast is short, you'll put that picture up for the remainder of the time.
And all the listeners that know how to use Photoshop, make sure you take Gandhi's screenshot.
It was
and make the
11
best of it.
minutes of podcast, 4 minutes of that picture
That's
of
going
Scary.
to be my birthday post for you.
Love it.
Happy birthday, Scary.
And we're done.
No, we're not. No, you got another 10 seconds left.
Damn.
Oh, gotta make Justin happy.
Justin,
7, 6, 5, 4.
Stop at 2. Stop at 2.
1.
Justin,
We
you got
spent
your 15
it, but that's okay.
Let's go over. Come on, we owe them more.
Okay, you keep going, Scotty. Everybody else, see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Scotty.